I just ordered a chicken schnitzel sandwich and some latkes from this Jewish deli. I think I'm more excited to receive this sandwich than I've been about any PR I've ever gotten. Sorry, Tarte. Hey sis, it's time to do some decluttering. It's summer, I got my hair on backwards, and it's so hot the air feels like liquid. Why not make myself feel even more comfortable by rubbing eyeshadow and lip gloss into my already greasy, sweaty, sunscreen congealed arms? I've been taking stock of my collection and I'm finding things that I had made a point in the past to use that I then did not use. And so now it is time to cull those things, get them the frick out of here, you know? I'm going to start with all of my ColourPop Super Shock or Jelly Much adjacent products. I've amassed quite a lot. I used to have like 2 Super Shock shadows and it was super manageable and I would use them all the time. And then ColourPop went ahead and sunk its little Californian fangs in my checking account. And now every single tap you're hearing is another little twist up product that I bought. You know, if there are any tech people out there, any computer science majors, anybody who can build a rig, I would like my computer to have a feature where right when I click purchase, water squirts out of my webcam like a clown. Speaking of clowns, in that instant, I would like Photo Booth to open up and it'll be like showing me an image of myself, but with like clown makeup and a clown wig on, because I'm being a clown. This needs to be dealt with. Let's start with the thing I know I absolutely don't want to get rid of, which is the one cheek product in the bunch. This is the Super Shock highlighter in the shade Spellbound. She looks white, right? She's a purple shimmer, my guy. Beautiful, smooth, gorgeous on the cheekbones, and I really enjoy this formula. I don't want to buy more Super Shock cheek products until I find a way to work this into my routine more. And also until I get rid of some of the other cheek products I have in my collection. It doesn't make sense to add more to that right now. She says, knowing she has a ColourPop order coming in right now. The reason I have a ColourPop order coming in right now, I know it's my money and I can justify it however I want to, and I did just get a raise at work, so you're not my real dad. I don't even have a real dad. The reason I just made a ColourPop order, okay, is because this is what my favorite powder looks like right now. This is the ColourPop No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder in the shade Dark. I wear this every single day, and this is the state she's at right now. I can't use this anymore because when I smack my brush into it, it'll knock out chunks of this and it'll get on like my clothes and my desk and whatnot. And also, it's like really dry. Like, I don't know. You know what? I can't do that because y'all don't like when I do ASMR. I know my last video was different, and I know the title said, you don't want to watch this, but I meant that it was different from the content y'all have been asking for. Y'all didn't actually have to tell me in the comments, you're right, I don't want to watch this. I was very clearly going through something and it hurt my feelings. Okay, maybe let's think about our words next time. For those of you who are wondering, the thing I was going through was I had a graduate school interview today. I think it went well. It's possible I'm delusional. And she hated me. So I put Spellbound back because I don't want to get rid of her. Similarly, this is one of my newest Super Shocks. This is the birthday gift Super Shock that just came out with the watermelon collection. This one's called Birthday Treat. I'm actually wearing this on my face right now, but I'll swatch her first and then explain where she's featured on my facha. This is Birthday Treat. That is glittery. That is smooth glittery. She's a lot like Spellbound. I'm wearing this in a couple places on my face. Ignore how much my lipstick is bled. I'm wearing this as an inner corner highlight on my eyes, as a brow bone highlight right here, and as a face highlight. This is a really do-it-all product. This rocks. I may be exhibiting some clownery right now. How stupid does my hair look? I was singing Legally Blonde the musical songs too aggressively and literally my wig flew back. And instead of pulling it down, I was like, let me just put this headband on. And it's like a half wig. It's purposeful, it's fashion, it's summer, it's you, it's me. It's you, me, and Dupree. You know, I don't. Let's talk about some things I don't want to keep around from this little bunch. This is the ColourPop Gel Potted Liner in the shade Punch. I hate this. I thought extraordinarily briefly that this would make a good base for yellow eyeshadows because yellow eyeshadows are notoriously hard to use. The trouble with this is that it dries really fast. Like as I've been talking, this has been getting drier and tackier on my finger. So if you're willing to work extraordinarily quickly and not actually blend this out, literally just carve an arc of this onto your eye and tap yellow shadow on top of it, I guess you could use it as a base for yellow eyeshadows, but what I would recommend you do instead is get a really good white primer. One that I've been using and sort of getting my bearings with recently is the Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. This baby is stark white. You need the most minuscule amount of this, I swear. Look at that. That's gonna mess up my white balance, that's so white. That is white, mama. That is polar bear in a snowstorm at Sarah Lawrence College, white. Use a brush with that and go really light, because if not, you're gonna have it all over your entire face and we don't want that. So honestly, like this, I don't have a purpose for this anymore because I bought it with the intention of using it as a base. It's not a very good base and I hate gel eyeliner just in general. And on top of that, this is a really sucky gel liner. It dries way too quickly, but it's also super streaky and it's thick. When it dries on your eye and you've tried to make any sort of design with your liner, you get this like thick, dry, crepey layer on your eyes that you can feel. It's literally like wearing a face mask, like a clay face mask on your eyelid. It's awful, it looks bad. I gotta find something to do with this. I might use it in like a craft or something. If I wanna make a makeup craft for someone I despise, like if I'm gonna, I don't know, send makeup to Donald Trump. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I don't wanna put it on my face. I know that much. It's a flop. I'm sorry, ColourPop, it's a flop. Color flop. This is the Super Shock pigment in the shade Monkey Business. I had such high hopes for this and it's a beautiful color. It's a gorgeous orange, pure, wonderful orange. I don't know how well you can see. This looks like dry Play-Doh. Wait, that looks great. What the heck? I used this like a week ago and it was terrible. Somebody's trying to set me up. All right, well, maybe I am a clown. As I'm saying all this, I'm thinking about the other ColourPop orange I have, which is a pressed powder shadow in the shade Ooh. I'm thinking about it. I feel like the way I use orange eyeshadow is much more conducive to a pressed powder than it is to a cream, because I tend to not to just like smear orange eyeshadow on my eyelid like I'll do with another one I'm about to show you. I like to build it up. I like to use it in tandem with yellows, and it is hard to use Super Shock pigments, which are the matte Super Shock shadows, in tandem with other matte formulas, which is foreshadowing for another eyeshadow palette we're gonna talk about later that doesn't play well with other eyeshadow formulas. But Ooh, which I will swatch for you right now, may not swatch as impressively as Monkey Business, but it does play well with other eyeshadows. So that's your, god damn. Ooh, if you're looking for a matte orange eyeshadow, my guy, Ooh from ColourPop knocks it out of the park. That is a matte eyeshadow. That is powder, my guy. She's really holding up to the cream. Oh my god. Okay, I guess I can never complain about orange eyeshadow again. ColourPop might not make a good yellow, but they can kill it on orange. I guess we'll keep this probationarily. Probation? It's on probation. It's me when I first started working at Marshall's. That was my first job that I had to go apply for. It was awful. Let's talk about my other Super Shock pigment. This one, this one is the Super Shock pressed pigment in the shade Daddy. In the shade Zaddy. This is the ColourPop pressed pigment. Should I say what I want to say? I'm gonna say it. This is the ColourPop pressed pigment in the shade Keanu Reeves. Same thing, right? I really should have said ColourPop pressed pigment in the shade John Hamm. Ooh, big. But should we go even further? ColourPop pressed pigment in the shade David Tennant. Don't look at me, okay? I thought I left 2012 where 2012 needed to be, and then Good Omens happened. Don't look at me, okay? But look at me, because I'm gonna swatch this. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful purple. This bench, Daddy, this I will put on my eyelid alone with like a winged liner and mascara and be done with it. Look, when you are friends with people who don't really wear makeup, you can do the bare minimum and they're like, oh my god, did that take you 4 hours? And you're like, yes. Okay, I might have to take off my lipstick. I feel like I have gooseberry jam on my lips right now. It's not sticky, I just can tell that it's migrating. And I know when I'm editing this, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, sis, you look like you just made out with a mulberry bush. Why didn't you take that off? I'm gonna eat a sandwich in like 2 minutes anyway. Oh, he's 1 minute away. Oh, frick. Yes! I'm gonna munch. I'm gonna crunch. I'll be back. Different wig, different lips, same grease. I am so full of potatoes right now. I'm truly at my final form. I'm still not even done with the ColourPop segment. That's how much nonsense there is right now. This next one is one I'm for sure keeping. This is the first Super Shock I ever bought. This is the shade Muse. I think it has a beautiful name. It's this stunning metallic deep rose. It's so beautiful. I bought it along with the pressed powder in the shade Softcore and this next Super Shock that I'm probably not getting rid of in the shade Bubbly to dupe some of these shades in the Urban Decay Back Talk palette that I had wanted to get. Ooh. God, they belong together. This one is one I talked about in my makeup I bought just for the name video. This is the Super Shock in the shade Helio Goodbye. This one is chunking up a little bit, honestly. I don't know how much longer her life is. This is a beautiful orange bronze. I don't use it that often, but every time I do, I'm like, what's wrong with me? This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at all that gold. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna keep her. This one makes me happy. The last Super Shock shadow. This one is very new and I'm upset at myself about it. This is the shade Elixir. I bought this because I had this goal in mind to get a perfect matte brown Super Shock shadow that I could just put on my lid every day when I'm going to work and not have to worry about putting on a primer or getting a brush out, because I wear like dark brown eyeshadow on my lid just all over the lid every day when I go to work. And generally I'll use the matte shade Scorpio in the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. I don't know why I'm explaining it when I can just literally show it to you. This little bench right here, this is what goes on my eyelid every day. She's getting quite the divot in her and I love her for it. And how convenient would it be to have that in a cream formula? So I bought this one and it's too light and it's too orange. And that instantly makes me not want to use it. It's really peach. It's very peach. It's a peach situation. I don't like it. Why am I on the fence about it? I'm gonna not keep this. I don't like it and I don't wear it. Like, how is that complicated, Nisa? I have to make everything so cerebral. Okay, if I'm gonna wear it like this, I have to put on earrings. What's the point of even wearing a wig if I'm gonna do this? I am sweating more than Jeffree Star trying not to unnecessarily insert himself in other people's drama. Oh my God. My sweat glands are on X Games mode right now. The two Jelly Much shadows are a point of contention for me because I love both of these colors. This is the shade Late Bloomer. This is Photosynthesis. These have dried out a little bit and I'm PO'd about it because I was a good little egg. I kept this little thing that it comes with, the little cover. There's no movement in there. Okay, hello. This is why people do the hand, by the way, so stuff can focus. Let me see if I can like really demonstrate this. It literally has the consistency of like putty. And I could just, oh, Jesus Christ. Really nice. Like, look at this. I'm like pushing this around. It's like thickened so much. Can you see how like thick she is? Like a chartreuse gold. Beautiful, but like I feel like I have golds that perform better without having to deal with this. I think I'm gonna take both of these out of the general makeup collection because the formula has just become frustrating at this point. Did we finish ColourPop? I don't want to. Okay, are you all right? I have two products from the Bff Eyeliner. Okay, two products from the Bff eyeliner and mascara line that are making a graceful exit from my collection. One because it sucks, one because I used it. The one because it sucks is the Bff eyeliner pen in the shade, it's in the shade Make Love, okay? It's the grossest phrase in the English language, and saying it just now, 100% shaved approximately 57 minutes off of my lifespan. The phrase Make Love makes my skin crawl. And it's for some reason the name of this yellow eyeliner pen that, if I'm being completely 100% real, kinda blows. It looks all right when you swatch it, but when you actually put it on your eyelid, it tends to go really streaky. It's even streaky in the swatch if we get really up close and personal. I don't know how well you can see, it like creates a streak directly through the line. It's not very opaque and pigmented. It's one of those eyeliners that is so sheer, you have to go over it with itself again, but if you do that, it'll sort of skip and not really fill in that space well. So she's on her way out. I don't love the black Bff liner either, but right now it's the only pen eyeliner I own. I'm thinking of trying the one from M Cosmetics. I know Ofra also just came out with a brush tip eyeliner pen that is supposed to be stunning. So I have options and I don't need to settle, but this is just the one I'm using right now, but I'm definitely getting rid of the yellow one. On the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of enjoyment, this is the ColourPop BFF mascara in the black shade. This rocks. I really like this mascara. all of the lettering has rubbed off because I had this in my purse. I was using it every day. Classic hourglass shaped brush. This is a great drier formula mascara. It's really good for building up a base of lashes. I don't like mascaras that are too wet in the formula anymore because you really have to give it drying time between layers. I need something a little bit drier and a little bit waxier to build up a base so the layers of mascara can build up on each other and give me the length and volume that I want. If a mascara is too wet, that can't happen. And this mascara is the perfect amount of waxy. I'm sending off on its journey to Valhalla. This mascara rocks. I definitely recommend it. This one is great. This is the Ulta Beauty Ultimate Lashes Mascara. It has this bizarre wand. It has this like taper up here that then flares out and then tapers in again. So you have this slant right at the tip that's really great for sort of holding diagonally and like picking up clusters of your lashes at once. This one is just old as hell. This one is also getting sent on a flaming ship to Valhalla. Safe travels, my friend. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara that I really didn't like when I first talked about it. I think I talked about this in my birthday haul video. And since then I found a way to use it as a base coat mascara because it's so thin and it's a drier formula. It's sort of dried up too much now and it's not really all that effective. Wet n Wild, we have a complicated relationship. I think all of us do. If we're wondering what the current suite of mascaras is, I'm actually down to the lowest number of mascaras going at once I might have ever had. The Tarte Big Ego mascara. We also have the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, which is a little bit better of a mascara than the Big Ego. I don't use either of these by themselves, but they look really nice together. And then the superstar right now is the Pixy Lash Lift 188 mascara. This is a double mascara, so technically it's two mascaras, but like it's in the same tube. You get this chubby but shallow spiked wand right here. This is a wetter formula, so it's nice to use in tandem with these because these formulas are drier. If you unscrew its little baby, it's like a little matryoshka of mascara. You get this little tiny wand that's really great for picking out finer lashes at the outer corners of your eyes. I like to put down a small base with one of these two drier mascaras, then build up on that with the larger wand, pull out what needs to be pulled out with the smaller wand, then go back with another coat of the thick wand. I recognize this is ridiculous. And then I'll give it like 2 minutes and I'll maybe do my blush or something. Then I'll go back with the Hourglass. That makes me sound like this is an Hourglass mascara. The Hourglass shaped Tarte mascara and give it one last pass through, and that's how you do an easy piece of lash. I do it every day. It's ridiculous, but it works. And then when I don't do it, I'm like, oh my God, I look like a bridge troll. And it's like, you literally look exactly the same all the time. You gotta relax, sis. I'm getting rid of 3 cream liquid eyeshadows. This one I'm annoyed at myself. I'm irritated. This is the only product from that Wet n Wild sort of 80s working out Barbie pump collection. This is the Keep Going waterproof eyeshadow stick. It is in a metallic purple color called Fave Leggings. It's pretty, but it has this sort of like waxy formula that comes across a little streaky and greasy on the eyelid, and I find myself never wearing it. In a similar vein, we have this Tarte liquid chrome paint. This was part of the PR kit that involved the Tarte and Jessie Page Let It Rainbow palette. I like the palette. I'm keeping the palette. This guy, I don't even know. The Tarte chrome paints, if you're not familiar, are a potted, very creamy, very dimethicone metallic shadow. I don't like the idea of an expensive single pot of eyeshadow. Hourglass also has like metallic single eyeshadow pots and they're like $28, and I'm like, my guy, I'll just like use one of the 8 billion shimmers I have and just put it on a glitter glue. Like, I don't need to give you like $25 for a pot of like bronze goo. They're pretty, but like, I just don't love the concept of them, and that's why I don't have any. This is a liquid version of that same product, and I think this is even worse than the chrome paints. Like, the formula of the chrome paints is fine, don't get me wrong. It's just the concept of them. They're just expensive single colors. This is an expensive single color, and I don't like the formula of it at all. First of all, it came with stencils, which I think is goofy. This is the liquid chrome paint. It has this very fine brush. It's pretty. It's like a lovely metallic purple color. She's sheer. When you sort of blend that out a bit, like you would if you were putting this all over your eyelid, for example. For some reason, when I filmed this, I explained this super confusingly. The reasons I don't like the liquid chrome paint is because they don't really set
flat and dry. They set a little bit still thickly, you know? And in the promo images, they show you using it with the little stencils to make shapes or using it as a liquid eyeliner. I find the brush to be too thick to use as a liquid liner and the formula itself to be a little too wet and slippery and not really ever drying to be used as a liquid eyeliner or something that's going to stay in like the middle of your face. The best way I found to use this is sort of as an all over lid color, but even then it's a little sheer when you like dab it out. I just think the product is too expensive to be that like finicky, so that's why I'm decluttering it.
Draw a little shape on your cheek to wear to Pride or to wear to a rave or a club or a party. We're young, we're Tarte, we're all, you know, what they want you to do. Then we have our final liquid shadow. This is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Shells and Whistle, which I bought specifically because I was curious about liquid eyeshadows. Like, that's beautiful. It's a very thin formula, but as you can see, there is sort of that thickness at the edge of what the brush covers. I don't know if I explained that in a way that makes sense at all, but you can see there's a little bit more buildup at that edge right there. You're gonna get that on your eyelid, and it's kind of hard to blend these out and keep that same beautifully shimmering bright opacity. When I blend this out, I get this, which is still pretty. It makes more sense to me as a face highlighter than an actual like eye product, but these do set. They do set and they don't move. Automatically spells disaster for a face highlight. You want a little bit of mutability in your face highlight. If it just dries like a stark line on your cheekbone, that's not cute. On the eyes, I can't get this to not look streaky when I like cut my crease with it, you know? Weirdly enough, I often find this to be in competition with this liquid shadow, which is actually one that I made myself. This is a Franken Makeup craft. This is the shade that I got after mixing together all of the shades I didn't want from my BH Cosmetics Solar Flare palette. And what I did was I mixed all of those together and then I added in a full tube of this awful liquid highlighter from CoverGirl that I had that looked really bad on my skin. I'll put a dark brown in my crease and then use my finger to just like lightly dab it on my eyelid. It reminds me of what the Glossier lid stars are trying to accomplish. As far as I know, there's not a true bronze Glossier lid star, which makes absolutely no sense to me. I was like, let me just make my own Glossier lid star, and I did. The reason I brought it up is because like when I'm sitting down and I'm like, I want to use a bronze or bronze adjacent liquid eyeshadow, instead of going towards the Wet n Wild, I'll go towards the one that I made. This is like just second banana to this one, which really sounds like I'm bragging, but you know, I am. I think I snapped on this. If I keep this, I'm going to keep not using it. You're probably not tired. I'm exhausted. So if I start screaming in the next couple minutes, it's because there's hair on my neck and I want to die. So let's talk about a cheek product that infuriates me because I've had it for like literally less than 72 hours. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Flush Blush in the shade Peach Pop. I'm gonna segue a little bit into talking generally about the e.l.f. Jelly Pop collection, which is a collection that I own 3 things from. I ordered them from Ulta because I hate ordering things from e.l.f.'s website because they ship everything ground out of California. So it takes like 3 calendar weeks to get to me over here in Beantown. I knew from jump I wanted to get one of the Jelly Pop glosses. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why translucent squeezy tubes light a fire in my loins. This has quickly become one of my favorite lip glosses I own. Hello. Look at that shine. That's a brilliant glassy shine. There's no glitter here. This comes across even more sheer on the lip. As I'm kind of spreading it out, you kind of see that color dissipating a bit. Super flattering, very comfortable, very pretty. And they smell like Pop Rocks. It came to me because I was watching the Bon Appetit video where Claire was making gourmet Pop Rocks. When I'm not watching Luna videos, I'm watching Bon Appetit. And when I'm not doing that, I'm watching Eddie Burback videos and pretending I don't have a huge crush on him. Anyway, I love a short king. I love a manlet. Okay, this gloss is awesome. More like glossum. Got him! I kind of want to get the other shades, but I feel like they're all so sheer that there's not really a purpose in doing that. I also have the Face and Eye gloss in the shade Creamsicle Pop. This is a feast for the senses to look at. Let me just like give it to you. Isn't that absolutely lovely? That iridescent pink. It looks like it's going to be really, really frosty because of that glimmer. It's not. And I can prove it to you because it's what's on my eyelids right now. It's the only thing on my eyelids aside from my inner corner highlight, and it's just like a very natural gloss. I'm a huge fan of eyeglasses. This is really nice. If you are curious about eyeglasses, I really do suggest this. Firm cosign, love this. This bitch, this. Let me see if I can like really give this to you. Do you see how that's just sort of like a vague glimmer? Like it doesn't meld with your skin in a way that's flattering at all. It's not gonna give you like a dewy sort of plump appearance to your skin like I would want in some sort of liquid or cream blush. I'm not getting the same plump, dewy appearance I get with the Glossier Cloud Paint or the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek. This is a little jelly. She's a little jelly girl, okay? This is what I look like when I'm running. I understand the struggle. It looks good on me. It doesn't look good unless blush. This has the exact same formula as e.l.f.'s Jelly Highlighter. I never talk about it because I hate it. This has the same problem. It doesn't blend itself in. It sort of becomes this streaky, glittery patch wherever you put it. They're both bad and I hate both of them. I have 4 lip products to talk about. The first one is a mini version of the Nars Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade American Woman. This pains me because y'all know how goofy I am about makeup names. And I love the song American Woman, but it's not good enough, Nisa. It doesn't look nice on you. This is actually part of a very generous gift given to me by my friend Hannah Louise Poston, but it doesn't really suit me. It's a bit too light, and when I wear this color, I have to wear it with a brown lip liner. And even though I love the one brown lip liner I own, which if you're wondering, is the NYX Retractable Lip Liner in the shade Cocoa. This is the only one I ever buy. But I don't like having to do that with nude lip colors. Honestly, it's not my favorite thing to do in the world. And this is a little bit uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure my roommate wants this, so I'm keeping it for her. I'm sorry, Hannah, I'm sure you understand. This is not a rejection of your friendship, just your tastes. Speaking of nudes, this is the Too Faced La Creme lipstick in the shade Pink Chocolate. This is one of my only pink nudes, and I never wear it because I don't think I like pink nudes. I'm going all the way down by my gross looking elbow. There are little things about this I don't vibe with. For example, it's a very creamy, shiny lipstick formula, and I don't like that at all. If I'm gonna wear a lipstick, I wanna go matte. If I'm going shiny, I'm wearing a lip gloss. I'm not a luminous, creamy lipstick type of person anymore. I also don't really like the smell of this. It reminds me of something in high school, and I can't place it, but it gives me anxiety. All in all, I just don't ever reach for this. When I wanna go nude, I'm much more liable to pick up this little lady. This is the Ulta Beauty Matte Lip Crayon in the shade Cheers. This is like my perfect nude. I've been wearing this in videos lately because it's just easy. Do you see those differences? This is like a little bit bolder, shinier. It's not really my thing. This is my thing. That's that girl. This was a win. I think I ordered this online too. Like I nailed it with the color match. God, I'm so smart. I'm a legend. I love that for me. My voice is giving, can you hear my voice like getting raspier? It's because I was scream singing Mariah Carey earlier. This I just bought like 5 days ago. I bought it, brought it home, put it on my lips, and I was like, nope. This is the Milani Keep It Full lip plumper. Tingles for like a half sec, really slightly. It's no Too Faced lip injection extreme. Let's not even get ourselves here, Milani. This is Rosewood, which is the darkest matte gloss they sell. And when I say matte, I mean without shimmer. They're all like super light nudes. I don't know what's stopping them from making like a darker brown. It's like them and Fenty don't want me to be great. I don't understand it at all. This, I knew this wouldn't work because it's too cool toned. It's like a pink, it's like a cool toned pink that has never looked good on me in my life. It almost skews purple. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm gonna see if a friend of mine wants this because it's brand spanking new. I've worn it on my lips 1 time, not 2 times, 1 time. It's just not that girl. This breaks my heart. This is my favorite matte nude liquid lipstick ever. This is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Lip in the shade Nutritious. Patreon already knows why this one's going. This one's going because I think it's expired. Like I think it might be growing a family inside of it, if you know what I mean. It might be pulling a Jaclyn Hill. I wonder if you'll be able to see it. I don't know. Can you see those black speckles? Like literally all over the mauve friggin' blaze. Yeah, I don't trust like that. And I've had this for like easily over like 9-10 months. When I swirl the wand, the dots like don't move, which makes me think they're not air bubbles. It smells a little bit more acidic than it used to. It used to have this like very soft, like powdery vanilla scent, and it's like, it's still there, but it's like I can tell there's a change a-coming. So I'm gonna get rid of this before it gets rid of me. We gotta kill this love before it kills you too. Okay, that's what Jenny said, all right? That's what the girls told me. Nisi pizza in your area. I have 3 eyeshadow palettes I think might be making their graceful exit from my collection. The first 2 I'm annoyed at myself about. These are my 2 Colored Rain palettes. Look, I fully recognize I'm a clown. When you do clownery, you are Nisi pizza. We've gathered that at this point. You don't have to tell me, bish, I'm a clown, bish, I'm a clown. I go honk, honk. The Beauty Rust and Berry Cute palettes have really unique formulas. These are really pigmented, creamy mattes that don't play all that well with other eyeshadow formulas. This was the foreshadowing I was talking about at the beginning of the video. And I'm usually fine with bringing out other palettes. These are kind of difficult to use. They're very pigmented, buttery and creamy. They work best with each other. The issue is neither of these really have a color range where I can use them entirely on their own. I did switch the colors a little bit. These 2 shades right here on the right were originally these 2 shades right here on the left in this palette, but I swapped them because I thought they fit the aesthetic of the other palette better. If I'm going to keep either of these 2, I'm gonna keep Berry Cute because this one is just so orange. I'm not really an orange eyeshadow girl, not a terracotta person. If I'm using orange, I'm using a bright, like popsicle orange, not like an earthy orange like this. I think I actually might keep this around because like I get real like grungy gothy tones from this girl and it's fun. I always feel like I shouldn't swatch it because every time I swatch it, I like fall in love over again because it's a very impressive formula. Why are you so good? Stop it. No one asked you to do that, is the thing. No, this is ridiculous. I do this every time. I swatch an eyeshadow and I'm like, I wanna keep that. And then 2 more months go by without it even being touched. At this point, we're in like a loveless marriage with each other. I just keep them around because of convenience, because I don't wanna hear what the neighbors will think if we actually go through with being out of each other's lives. I'm just gonna take that courageous step and declutter them. My vocal cords are like, stop talking, sis. I don't know what to do anymore. This makes me feel like a real freaking sheeple, and I'm annoyed because I pride myself on being not like other goyles. I think I'm gonna declutter my Subculture palette. I don't find it that difficult to use, except while I'm here for this bit. I hate Axis. These 2, both of them, Axis and Rowdy, they're so dark. They're just ridiculously deep colors and I can't get those actual like true tones from them. They're so freaking dark and powdery. They just like sink into each other and make themselves look darker. I don't like it. What's really goofy about this is like the 2 shades in here that I want to keep the palette for. This is ridiculous and I recognize it's ridiculous. Again, clownery. Fudge and Adorn. Like literally the 2 neutral shades in this very interesting, exciting palette. That's the reason I want to keep it. Like, hello? Where's my acceptance letter to Clown University? Where's the clown car? I'm trying to get in the back seat. It's not my fault, okay? Like, Adorn is gorgeous. It's like one of the prettiest bronze shadows I own. And I got bronzes on bronze, but I don't have I definitely have one like this. This is why I'm a clown. And then Fudge is like this beautiful, I have such a thing for like just a perfect mid-tone chocolate brown like this. It's not too cool, it's not too orange. It's excellent. But also I know from my Modern Renaissance palette, I didn't commit to that. I know from my Modern Renaissance palette that depotting Anastasia palettes is a whole odyssey that I don't think I want to subject myself to again. So I don't know if it's worth ruining this entire palette to save 2 shades I can definitely find dupes of in my collection. As I said that sentence, I made up my mind. It's not. I'm going to separate this and probably not bring it back into my collection. Probably not gonna do that. Let me take a final shot of all the things I'm decluttering and then I can stop talking. And by stop talking, I mean, I'm probably gonna sing Old Town Road as Halsey again, because it's my favorite activity. I would do it right here, but I don't want to get demonetized. Oh, I guess I'll freaking suffer then. Guess I'll die. Oh, I guess I didn't say I'm decluttering this near empty ColourPop powder, but I have another one coming in the mail, so this is just about everything that I'm decluttering for this round. And I feel good about this because I'm looking at this. There's not really much that I'm like, oh no, I need to keep that. I'm only sort of feeling that about the palettes because palettes are such like a large investment piece, even though I bought all 3 of these on sale. I'm not really feeling like a desire to hold on to anything in here because between like the mascaras that I know are like over and done with and the lip products that I just have not been reaching for. It's just not stuff that lights a fire in me, and I don't need to keep it around. Thank you for watching my video, but before you leave, I'm going to need you to do a quick favor for me. If you could go ahead and have an amazing day, that wouldn't be clutter in my life. And if you would like to interact with me betwixt uploads, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at NisiPisa. You can check out my second channel where I post music and covers, and also my Patreon where I post extras videos, a weekly 40 to 50 minute long stream of consciousness video in which I answer questions, and anything else that may suit my fancy. There's also a Discord for a certain tier of the Patreon. It's very fun. It's time to new out of here. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to use code NisiPisa for 10% off at your local clutter store. Bye. I got lip gloss on my leg, but I'm already so greasy and sweaty that it doesn't feel that different. That's a life hack for you.